A miracle on the mountain. A Ukiah woman and her 4 dogs rescued after being trapped more than 7 hours after crashing down an icy embankment in Lassen County.
Adrienne Moore is here with a survival story you'll see only on CBS 13. And what a story it is, Adrienne.
It sure is, guys. If you take one look at this mangled Honda Civic here, how anyone survived really defies explanation. But Tina Milberger will tell you the only reason she's able to share her story is because of the Caltrans workers who doubled as angels that night.
There was this truck with the high beams on, and I could not see anything. I don't know what I hit. So we slid across the ice and went down backwards and flipped and then rolled.
When Tina Milberger's car finally came to a stop, she was more than 100 feet down an embankment off State Route 32 in freezing temperatures, frantic for help.
It seemed like every time I looked up or moved my head in little seconds, I was shocked to be alive.
Alive, but trapped and dangling from her seatbelt.
As the car flipped and landed, I remember hearing a yelp.
That yip was Macho, her 40-pound Queensland Heeler mix, thrown from the car. But somehow, still nestled beside her, were Rachel, Tulip, and Freya Jean, her 3 other dogs, which she curled up underneath her coat to stay warm.
I was feeling so lonely and so distraught.
But then, a sign of hope. Tina could see flashlights over the ridge. Caltrans workers plowing snow had noticed car tracks leaving the road. That's when Tina started honking her horn.
I heard men's voices yelling, and then all of a sudden it stopped and the light went away.
7 hours after crashing, rescue teams moved in using a rope to hoist Tina and her 3 dogs to safety.
Just humanity at its best.
That humanity on display with Shannon Kenyon, another Caltrans employee. After learning Macho was missing, he started making daily stops at the crash site looking for him. And after 3 days, Macho was rescued too.
For a miserable experience and a horrific accident, the ending is great.
A miracle on the mountain with an assist that Tina says can only be described as divine.
It was like a life of a week with no strangers in it. Everybody was there for love.
What's perhaps even more incredible about this story is that Tina did not break a single bone. A single one. She spent a day in the hospital, just one day. She was treated for a concussion, some bruises, and some burn marks that she got hanging from that seatbelt.